Drag comes a fall. Did anyone hear you call? As you drove your Volvo into a canal. Oh, this is it. I love you, but I've nowhere else to go. I'm a depressio. I'm a depressio. Do you like how I started the podcast by asking a question to the one person who hasn't got a microphone?
Oh, we're actually rolling.
Have we started? Have you started?
Yeah,
go for it.
Surprise podcast.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, surprise podcast. Hello.
Hello,
How you
my
doing,
mate.
everybody? All right. Welcome to Depressed CEOs podcast, episode number 31.
Yeah, I'm on producer Dave.
Yeah, hello,
hello.
producer
I might be
Dave.
swapping in. Who knows? Hello.
And we're joined by...
Bop, bop.
We're joined by the boys from the Utopia Project podcast. All three of them at once. 3 in 1.
We are off the back of just filming a Halloween special, Depressed CEOs Patreon special. So
We have. So if you want to see that, you can sign up for just £1 a month. It helps support the podcast and keep us going. So be someone lovely and do that. But how you doing, boys?
I'm doing lovely.
Yeah.
I was going to say that if you wanted to see my tits, but I don't know if that's promotion.
Yeah,
For
if
the
you want to see
Patreon.
Chunk's tits, then go on to the Patreon immediately and sign up for just £1 a month. It's well worth it for that,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Speaking of Patreon,
Yeah.
so obviously you boys subscribe to our Patreon
Yeah.
the same way we do to you.
Yes.
Which works out, we just give Patreon some money between
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Just so
Which
that we
is
can-
great,
we're
really.
like, we support each other, but there you go, Patreon, have your commission.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So we did a thing where you've like, if you're subscribed,
Yeah.
you get a little goodie bag.
Oh, lovely.
So we've brought it along, and the trouble is, there's only like a bit for like one of you, so you'll have to.
That's
like,
fine.
that's okay. Yeah,
But
don't
there's
worry.
equally, if you leave the frame for a moment,
Okay.
there's some other little bits in there. You can kind of just have a look. They're just
So-
just shameless plugs of our stuff.
No,
really.
this is lovely. This is like what I loved about when I went on your podcast. You gave me a little goodie bag for going away.
Yeah.
You gave me a pin and you gave me a poster.
An
and you get-
obnoxiously a signed poster.
I love it. No, it's great. And I've got stickers as well. So we've got stickers.
Yeah, you've got 2 packs
wow.
of them. So
2 packs of stickers.
can each have
Mate,
a pack.
look at that. That is so professionally put together.
Let's have a look.
That's not that is not
Dave's like,
fucking
"Oh,
bad.
picture that.
Oh, it's actually branded.
when you
We've
buy
got a
from a store.
Utopia Project show
Coaster.
coaster. Come on, look at the merch, man.
When you're in the pub.
we need
Look
merch
at
now.
this.
We
I'm
need
your man.
fucking
I'll sort
We've
it.
got a bit.
I'll
We've got a
sort
little
it.
bit of merch, but yeah,
Look
we'll
at that.
get some
I'm
bit of
taking
merch.
that.
And some more stickers, and then my good.
I've done you a little
my
gift.
my goodness,
I got a little bit.
that is unbelievable. He's done us a framed. For audio listeners, that's all 50 of you. He's done a framed photograph with our logo, Depressed CEOs Podcast. Me and Dave
As XL Bullies.
as XL Bullies.
I'm putting a
And
picture up
then
of it.
our
So
podcast motto, Veni Vidi Vomitum, which means I came, I saw, I vomited.
that's fucking
just at the
sick,
bottom.
There you
boys.
go.
Thank you
Chunk,
for
that is unbelievable. Thank you so much.
I thought that'd be nice.
Oh, and there's
a
another
fan
gift
of the
here as
show,
well.
Yeah.
As a fan and listener
As
of the show, what's
yeah.
That's
this?
genuinely,
Bike.
So it's fan.
you're genuinely
that's like,
tearing up
like,
over that.
like fan fiction, I guess, for a podcast.
Well, I'm swelling up
Yeah, boy.
my cock.
Yeah, boy.
Mate, fucking
We've got a mug
man.
as well.
yeah, we're
He's
talking
given it-
real
he's
real
gone-
ceramic, bro. We got ceramic money,
Mate,
You know?
Jesus, you guys are making too much money over on Patreon here. This is a ceramic mug with a lid.
Fucking
Like
hell.
a ceramic reusable travel mug.
The
Yeah,
entrepreneurial business, isn't
Do
it?
you know what, man? You can
That
drink
is
your
amazing.
Prestige worldwide. Travel
That-
mugs, stickers.
and that's just speaking of environmental conscientiousness. That's like very good environmentalness, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they were
as well?
shipped all the way from Japan, like. But
Oh, okay, yeah. So really environmental, mental, yeah.
Fuck the carbon
Made by
footprint.
small children.
Yeah,
Most
Made by
probably.
small children.
Yeah, well, to be fair, all size children, we don't discriminate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
sweatshops.
they're all working in the
Yeah.
sweatshop.
Well, mate, fair enough. But like when you get that money, the Patreon money, are you gonna be more sustainable? Do you think? Or
Nah.
Nah. That's
Do you know
That's
when
welcome.
when we're all when we all pop off when we get like mega stardom? How do you feel as if you're gonna handle Imagine your podcast pops off and you can't go anywhere else, and without getting noticed, you have people come up to you. How do you think you will handle that?
I'll fucking love it.
Well,
You'll
Sharpie's,
personally love it. Like every
I've-
single person, a picture.
I've
That's
had
it.
the ego of that since I was born.
yeah.
What about
like-
you, Sharpie?
I think I'd love it. I've always thought though, when I make it, I'm gonna get grills.
That's your life
That-
goal,
your
isn't
t-
it?
I said face
golden-
tattoo.
Yeah.
I said face tattoo.
I've
And
got-
Leanne's
yeah.
like, don't you dare
Well,
get a face tattoo.
Do it. To get our logo done, we'll get the small children to do it for you as well. Not him. Shit. But
Not
like,
me.
Yeah.
My
But-
face was tattooed by a
attacking me,
small
Bob.
child.
Yeah, that's my job.
I think who you're not seeing off screen right now is Jack. Jack,
We've got
what
Jack
about you?
Magic in
Just
the
can you
corner.
pass it over
Yeah.
to Jack real quick? What about you, Jack? How do you think? Because I think you'll be the worst.
I will tell you
Handling
exactly
it.
how this is going to go. Sharpie is going to die in a drug-induced, sex-riddled,
Diddy party.
like
Yeah,
diddy
but
party,
for fun.
mental week of his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Chunk's head will inflate to the size of Saturn, and then hopefully he'll just kill himself.
And yourself.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
I'll be the Robbie Williams that's like,
Yeah, yeah.
do this on my own.
Yeah.
yeah. And then I'll be the only normal one that just goes, you know what? I'm just going to buy cars and sit in a shed.
I'm a little bit like you. I think we had it a tiny bit with sniffs, didn't we? You couldn't really go around in Boston without anybody asking
Do you know it's really easy for me to go around in Boston just normally like this though?
Oh yeah, fair play.
Because like people
but there
look
was
at
a
me
point
and
where
they're
we
just
were
like,
we
"You're
were
a bold
eating.
egg man."
We were eating somewhere in, I think it was the White Hart.
No.
There's somebody come up to you.
We were eating in the Burton House, mate. We
Oh,
didn't
Burton
eat.
House.
We never ate in the White Hart.
I don't know.
Like just for clarity, the White Hart's like quite a posh hotel in Boston. Me and you never ate in there.
Oh, okay.
We
My
definitely
memory's
ate
shot.
at the discount.
That's
like,
it.
gaff.
And someone come up to you and said, "Can I have an autograph or something?" And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
This is weird.
I think there was a really embarrassing one where we were eating at the Burton House, and we were both eating fish and chips, and then some
Oh, dear.
kid came up to us and was like, "Can you guys sign this for me?" And like it gave us like a bit of menu that he'd torn off, and then his mum was like, "And it's so funny, isn't it? Because you're both eating fish and
Fish
chips,
and
you know,
chips.
like your
Fish,
song."
chips and donkey ride.
And we were
Yeah,
like,
jeez.
"Ah, fuck, we are as well." And that was it. That was bad, wasn't it? Yeah.
Do you
That
think
was
a
good.
Does
signatures?
that not feel like a little bit cool though?
It was, do you know, it was nice, like that it was a little kid, because I was thinking, you know,
Yeah,
one day you
yeah,
can
yeah.
make merch for me.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
problem is
yeah.
now that kid's
When,
probably
when I've got
grown
that
up.
ceramics money.
Yeah, so
like-
that kid's now probably
Yeah.
grown up, and I can't get him to work for as cheap anymore. But yeah, it was nice to an extent, but then also you feel like a bit of a fraud. You
Like-
feel, I
imposter
think you
I
feel
think
like
everybody who's got a conscious and they're creative has imposter syndrome for
Yeah.
sure.
You have.
Yeah.
That's the only way you.
I
can get
never
better,
think
isn't
I'm
it?
good enough.
There's fuel,
Never.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is nice, like it absolutely is nice, but then you also like, fuck, like should I be the person that this kid's coming up to going, "Oh, I really like you, can you sign something for me that I can remember you forever?" And I sometimes think about that kid and go, "Do you remember me now?
I don't know.
Do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
Like,
Who
know
do you
what I
think
mean?
in the celebrity sphere has handled it very well?
Oh, I'm trying to think of any fucking celebrities now other than me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
Liam
Liam,
Payne.
oh my god, I
Jesus.
need to be careful what I'm saying about Liam Payne.
Why?
I'll tell you off pod.
Okay, fair play. Okay.
I'll tell you off
We'll
pod.
move on. We'll move on.
I think I've watched.
Grohl's done a good job, but he's just let himself
Yeah,
down.
just let himself down a little
Yeah.
bit.
But,
I don't.
But in the grand scheme of things, fuck me, man.
Exactly, exactly.
Has he let himself down?
He's been chatting about, like, at least they're of age, and like, do you know what I mean?
This is what I said about Grohl. So everybody came up to text me because he's a big, like, I'm a big fan of Grohl. He's like, and everyone's texting me saying, "Have you seen the news? Seen this?" I was like, "Oh, it's not that bad." I thought like it was. You know,
He's not
kids or
Joseph
something.
Fritzl. Is
Yeah,
he?
exactly
Do you know what
that.
I mean? Like
I think what's his name? Who plays guy in Breaking Bad? What's his name?
Brian
Bryan
Cranston.
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. I've seen him in a few podcasts, and he honestly, he feels like to me, he's like very chill about it. He's all right.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he's thankful for it. He just doesn't let it go to his head. He's very self-aware. I think he's handled it quite well off the top of my head.
Because he's done it twice, really. Like one with
Yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle,
Yeah, yeah.
and then Breaking Bad.
Well,
Yeah.
I think also like shout out to Bryan Cranston for breaking like his character stereotype, which he
Yeah.
would
Got a
have
bit
had
hard, that innit?
from Malcolm in the
Yeah.
Middle.
That's true.
That's
Because like you then immediately, I mean, he sort of did get typecast again as like a family man dad, didn't he? But then he became this
he's like Ned Flanders.
it was
into-
mad. The transition of Walter White from series 1 to series 5 is is
Oh, you
last
watching
season
it?
for
But-
Jack.
but so you
Yeah,
but
Jack
you
says
see
he's
you
still
see,
watching it,
you've
yeah.
got where are you at with it, Jack?
So
Sorry.
I've got like, so I'm in the last season. I have taken forever to watch it, so
But-
by all means, spoil it.
But can you
Um,
remember like
I think
can
I'm
you
on,
remember what
like,
he was like in
season-
series 1 compared to what he's like now?
Yeah. So I'm on the last season, and I think I've got like 5 episodes left.
Oh,
Something like that,
man.
4 episodes left, something like that.
Just
But-
so good. But like
But like you said though, I think his it's a character arc. I think across both things.
yeah.
It's a character arc from Malcolm in the Middle. In my head, I'm like, that's the same guy,
Yeah.
even though it's obviously 2 separate shows.
Did you see the crossover
Yeah,
thing
there's
that
a
they
skit
did? The
isn't there,
spoof,
where he
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of gets into bed at the end.
Was it
Or-
Saturday
or
Night
wakes
Live?
up, something like that.
Saturday
yeah.
Night Live on it, yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Fly episode?
Yes, yeah.
What was your thoughts on the Fly episode?
As in like where he's trying to kill the fly.
Yeah.
We have a breach.
Yeah.
That one. Quite annoying, isn't it, after a while?
Do you think so?
Yeah,
See,
it's
I
brilliant.
fucking love-
I do
everyone
not know
says
what you're
that.
talking about. I have no
Have you
clue.
watched? You've watched Breaking Bad.
Yeah, the Fly episodes.
There's an
Dave-
episode where
Dave
he's
can't
just
remember
chasing a
anything.
fly around the lab,
Oh my god, I have a vague memory of this. Yeah,
and loads of people
shit.
hate it. But I'm like,
say?
that's
It
the
was,
point where
yeah,
he
they do.
turns into Walter White.
Yeah. The fly
I-
breaks him.
Yeah, and it's like he's that meticulous about a
Yeah,
fly.
yeah.
To be fair, I haven't watched
And
it in a long.
if
I
you
watched
kind
it
of watch it
once.
with that, it's like that's genius.
But you see him. There's a lot of stuff that he just doesn't seem phased by. In it, like some of the gruesome shit that he does, which you will have seen by that point, I think, as well. And then do you think that's a good point, because I guess is it like all start coming out of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a weird amount of obscure facts about Breaking Bad. I don't know why.
No, mate, it's good. Hit us with them. It's good.
There's a part of it that if you watch it, everybody that he kills or gets rid of,
Yeah.
he adopts one of their things. So
Ooh.
A bit like Sylar from what is it, Heroes, when he takes on their powers.
That's great.
yeah,
Heroes was 6,
Yeah, so
season
like-
1 and 2.
Yeah.
and then it went.
I think it's Mike. He starts having Mike's drink, the drink that Mike drinks in the bar.
Right.
Once Mike's gone, he starts drinking that.
I actually knew about that one, I
Yeah.
think, but I didn't know
And
about
then,
all the other ones.
There's the towel, I think, that he puts down when he's being sick and everything that he adopts from
Gus Fring.
Gus.
Yeah.
And basically everybody that he does. I don't know all of them, but like
Holy
he adopts
fuck.
things from everyone. It's
Can
written
we-
so I fucking love it, man. Best
Can we
TV show ever.
briefly talk Fring as well? Because my God, that is one of the best
Villains.
performances of a.
Has he
of
done
a-
anything else since that guy?
Star Wars, isn't he?
Oh, he was.
He's in Star
Yeah,
Wars,
True.
Yeah.
right?
True. Rip Star Wars, but
It's still going, but
Yeah.
R.I.P.
yeah,
He's in The Boys.
he is.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot about that, and I'm a big fan of the boys.
Boys. It's just
Not a big enough fan to know fucking Gus Fring's in it, though, are you,
You
lad?
know what my
Nah.
memory's
No.
like. My memory's fucking garbage.
Boys
Oh.
is good though, isn't it? Like I've only not long finished watching it, you know, and it's weird with that one, like how you like it starts off and you're like, fucking hell,
Yeah.
that's a bit fucking much in it, and by the end of it, you get that desensitized of it. It's like, look, that's his insides. Like, and you just,
Jim, have you
that
watched?
bloke just blew his
You
cock
watched the
off.
boys?
I've never watched The Boys, no.
When
no,
there's
no.
a I think I can't remember what season it was, but when that guy like shrinks down and jumps into the end of the penis,
yeah.
and it's a practical, actual penis that they made for him to jump into. That's not CGI.
A real life.
It's real.
Well, so it's like
Penis
gigantic penis.
It's the gigantic penis. It's actually, because I watched the behind the scenes of it. It's
So who's
actually,
who's directing this? Christopher Nolan.
dude, you would
We
like.
are not having any fake penises in this. I want to make a giant penis, and he needs to jump into it.
Yeah.
Why the
Big
why
old
the fuck
cock.
are they?
Dude.
Who's made right? Also, who for their job is going into work? What are you doing today? I'm hollowing out a giant penis.
And filling
For
it with
Christopher Nolan.
jizz.
That's
Because there
a
was a lot
job.
of jizz, wasn't there? I think that's practical as well.
Well, like
It's like
actual
nothing-
semen.
Not actual semen.
Like
but, you know.
what kind of consistency?
I don't know.
Talking?
Well, like semen-like consistency.
What do you reckon they made it out of?
I don't know if I had to guess. Fucking water and I don't know, icing sugar.
Icing
yeah.
sugar.
Yeah. To be
Well,
fair
yeah.
though, because you've had experience, haven't you? Of, it's hard to make the real stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
yeah.
concerned.
Quantity.
I was concerned with who you were looking at there because you were looking at me. I
Well,
thought you were looking at Sharpie. So you've got
You was,
experience.
you was
Dodgy
contracted.
shit. I was trying to be like a web blazer. I was trying to be a businessman, and it turns out there was an industry in selling jizz. So
Okay, please
yeah,
expand.
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
so
we interviewed an OnlyFans girl, didn't we? And she said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've got a contact that will buy it from you."
no, she,
What?
well,
How
she-
much?
No, this contact was. Cause she
Well,
was
you
doing
found
the
it
fake-
yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, she messaged me like, you can get this fake jizz stuff, and I was like, I wish I knew this before I was getting in on the clock trying to fucking make this jizz for this random dirty man on the internet because he said he was going to give me £100. Like,
Wait a
So,
minute.
so
Okay.
wait, hold on.
Well,
We
pause.
need to.
Every time we Sharpie, we have Sharpie on.
Yeah.
We need to pause.
You
And
need
we
a
need to
Sharpie
just.
rewind.
We need to
Right,
dive
we've got-
into what you just said.
We've got the
Pull up.
Sharpie. We've got the Sharpie pause button here. So
I've
go
got so
back
much to unpack.
to-
My
to-
brain is popping off right now.
yeah,
right.
no, I agree. Go back to the point where you're selling somebody a jizz video on the internet for
Right,
£100.
Not the video.
No, not
Okay.
video. No, I was going to send it to them. I had a package made up for them, package, but it was like an actual package of things. I was going to give them it, and it was going to be a business. and they were going to be
You
really
was going to
happy.
sell
A
jizz.
physical
Actual
package of
jizz.
Yeah.
Right,
What
okay.
were they going to do
Right.
with it?
So, right, how did this even come about? So, like, where did you start with this? Like, you were like, I wonder if somebody wants to buy my cum.
No, so I got sought out for it. So I was
Right.
like,
How?
you know,
How?
Well, they
Who
on
sought you,
Vinted
who
or
sought
something.
you
I had
out?
the leverage. They walked in the door and they were like, "Look, I'm interested."
Walked in the door where?
Yeah, Fab
of your work?
Swingers.
Of your
I was
workplace?
getting a bit crazy, man.
Fab Swingers.
So you're in a place.
FAB.
Hold on. What's Fab Swingers?
Swingers website.
Right.
Fab Swingers, mate. It's some mad shit going on, and I
Right.
was like, I want to see what mad shit's about.
Cool.
Right.
Right. So you're on a swingers website, Fab
Yeah,
Swingers.
yeah, I went
What
on there for a
that
bit.
started because I think it was on our show when you just went, I think I want to go sex parties.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because he'd just been thinking about it.
So
and
you're
he's
on
like,
you're on podcasts. You think I think I want to go to sex parties. You join Fab Swingers to get
Yeah, I
get a
joined
feel
there
of it.
and whatnot because I thought as well they have like some people told me they're good buffets.
Yeah,
No, they
was
said
that.
they're legitimately like good buffets, man.
Pause. So, so you're in it for the buffet first. You're just like,
Yeah,
right, they do
yeah.
good
Well,
buffets.
the
So
sex is good as well. Like, so I was like, get a bit of.
Maybe go for the sausage rolls.
Yeah, but you know, I was like, fucking, if there's free, man. Like, I was like, right.
He was
Yeah.
thinking it's like a profit thing. Like
Yeah,
it's only a
yeah.
£5 to get in, then you get all this food and a shag for a £5.
I mean, that's
Like-
fantastic. To be fair, yeah.
In it, you can't,
Yeah.
you can't
Don't
look
need
at that deal. and
Don't
be
need to go
like,
to
oh, yeah.
Iceland or anything anymore.
all you
Just
can
go
eat,
there every
technically,
night.
It's for
literally
mums
all
and
you can
slags.
eat, muff and sausage rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
shagging. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. So you're on Fab Swingers, you're like, oh, it's a bit freaky. This is some crazy bits going on. And then I was like, right, let's just, see what it's about. And this is what I'm interested in. And these, see other women. But then people message you and they go, I like you. And I'm like, thank you. Like, I'm lovely. But anyway, so.
I'm delicious.
Yeah. And they were like, look, I'm a man. This is from this gentleman. He was like, I'm a man that likes cum. And it was like, you look quite delicious. So what the fuck? What I would like is like, I will give you some money to give me a condom full of your seed. So I was like, right.
Your
what-
seed.
Yeah. So I was sewing
So
some.
if you got to be professional when you're requesting it, haven't
Exactly.
you?
I was polite, man. This is why I'm a good salesman.
Yeah.
But I was like, right, cool. So you want a bit of what I've got going on, all right? I'll entertain you a little bit. What dollars are we talking here? And then he said like £80, and I said, I need round figures, mate. I don't get out of bed for less than 100. I made that up. I made that
Nah,
up.
you got to riff
Yeah,
that. That's
I-
great.
I made that up.
Ironically,
because
you laid in
yeah.
bed to do it.
Yeah. I completely made it up because I'd never done that before. So, but I was trying to act like I know what goes on here. I have no fucking idea. But what I did was I was like, right, I'll give you. How much do you want? He said, like, I fucking want half a condom's worth. I was like, cool. I wank about 8 times a day anyway, so I'll do that for you. And then I'll give you that. And I tell you what, because it's £100, I'll throw you a dirty pair of Jim One boxes in. How about those sausages, my friend? And he was like, you know what? That sounds lovely. The dirtier, the better. And I was like, right, we got a bit of a deal going on here, haven't we?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
it
Sounds
up there.
I'm
fantastic.
going to get money from wanking it, and it's going to be phenomenal. So I was like, The problem is, I want to be a legitimate person. I want to be a
Yeah,
genuine
yeah,
man. So all this fake shit, I'm like, no, I'm gonna, you know, he seemed like a nice man. I was like,
Half a condom's worth of cum's quite a lot of cum.
I didn't realise it's fucking a lot.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I was doing it to the point of it was a problem because I was there fucking knocking them out, and then I was like, I felt like I was clocking in, and because it was for work, I wasn't enjoying it anymore. But what I was doing was jizzing it out, putting it on my ensuite bathroom door, and just leaving it there, just because I didn't know where else to put it. Like it's a clean room, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a clean room. I was like, I put it there, and then every day I'll come back 4 or 5
Literally.
wanks. Yeah, literally. I come back, I come in it, come everywhere. Mainly try to get it into the condom though, which is also hard to just put it.
To
on
put
the
it back, wait. There's
Are
the
you,
mechanics of
taking
this. So
it
it's
off and
already.
putting it back
So the
on.
first one was
Yeah.
probably, as I could imagine,
Posh
you just-
wank. Your
posh wank,
standard.
standard.
First one is like
Second
fireworks
one,
going off.
no,
You're like, I've
okay.
got a business, mate. Like,
I am business.
yeah.
Yeah.
Second one, not too bad. Third one, you're puffing about a bit of smoke out.
Yeah, but how are you putting it back on?
Yeah. No, so you got to put it on the end.
Right, just for reference though, you're talking about a man that double figures per day of wanking.
And where'd you find the
Was-
time? Where'd you find the time?
Well, when you
Always
work
time.
in the Hilton and
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
access to all the
Yeah, I
rooms.
used to work in the Hilton. It was, I told you earlier, didn't I?
You did.
It was
This
a
is
little,
true,
game,
can confirm.
Like, how many rooms can you wank in?
So if you've ever stayed in the Hilton in Lincoln,
Yeah.
Don't
honestly.
work there now, don't care, do you?
the chances are you've masturbated in their room.
Wait. Allegedly.
No, not allegedly.
No,
I
no.
have. Yeah, like I'm not being funny though. Like you got to go deep on it. How many wanks have I been going in them rooms? Like I've worked in that bar. I fucking know the untoward people that are about jizzing around, sowing seed and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was anyway? Like this condom. So like,
So
yeah, I was
how full is it at this point? How many days?
Right.
How many days?
It was
so
about
3 days in.
Not as full as he wanted.
3 days in, it was about a quarter full, and I was churning juice out. I was fucking. It was going large, and it was.
You're like
it was,
Minute Maid, weren't you?
yeah,
mate?
yeah. And I was wearing my boxers at the gym, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna make him how he wants him. I was doing a little bit of jizzing in
You're
there
an
as well.
entrepreneur, mate.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. I was like, I'm gonna have a fucking career going on here.
It's like
Yeah.
eBay, wasn't it? You want the good review of like product
Yeah.
as described.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Good seller, good jizzer.
Do they have
Exactly.
reviews on this website of?
Yeah, they do.
So
actually.
you have
like
yeah.
Fiverr.
It's like an
Yeah.
Uber, yeah.
Literally like that, and I was like, I ain't getting no bad rep. or
No
fake
1 stars,
product.
mate.
He's gonna say this man produces fucking
The absolute horse
volume.
semen.
euphoria for us dirty men. But so I was like, right, we're gonna get on it. So then, yeah, fucking jizzing in this condom, quarter full, and I'm running out of steam now as well. I'm trying to provide as much as I can, and this man's like, "Is it ready? Is it ready?" And I'm like, "Mate, where do you know how?"
It's been 2 hours, mate. Chill.
Yeah, literally. Like it's 3 days to be fair, but he was like, I want half a fucking thing worth. I don't
Tell
know if he
him-
thought I had a machine going with like different men or whatever, like trying to get all. This
You're already
jizz at
thinking
once.
ahead there.
Yeah, innit? Like
At this point, could you say you're a man? How much can you come in
innit?
3
I thought,
days?
empathise, man. I'm doing my best for you. I've got one.
I'm
client,
red raw here.
100%.
You're
I
my
wasn't, I
sole
was
client.
enjoying that.
Yeah,
bit. But it was like,
Well, you said to me a while back, didn't you, when it was a bit sore? You was like, I just see it as a challenge.
yeah, I've had to have my foreskin chopped though because it went wrong. Like I'm telling you, like
Yeah,
Real wrong.
after this.
no, this was way
Oh,
before.
okay. Before, right.
Yeah,
my
it was
God.
all right,
My
yeah.
God.
Weirdly, I was a support chunk for that as
You
well,
had to have a
wasn't
look
I?
at it, didn't
I had
you?
to do it first,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
go.
What,
This
you had
is
to
a-
chop his foreskin?
No, I chopped my
Oh.
own, and
Yeah.
then
You had to have your foreskin cut off
Yeah.
before he could have his cut
too
off.
much of it and too
He
much
sold me
cock.
on it. It was like, it's good. Don't worry about the creams. Get it chopped. And I was like, we'll go see Dr. Raj. Didn't we?
Yeah, we had the same doctor. He gave us A star for our
A1.
new penises. A1.
Yeah.
He literally, I laid on the
You
bed.
both had cock jobs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I laid on the bed
Should
and
we
I was
get cock
like,
jobs?
Dr. Raj, have a look at that. Is it all right? And obviously he's a craftsman, you know.
Yeah.
He's,
He
you know,
loved it, didn't he?
and he goes,
I'm just taking this all
I've
in.
literally
Yeah.
got my boxers, my trousers around my ankles. I'm laid on the bed, and he just has a look at me knob, lifts it up, and goes, A1. Perfect
A1.
job.
Yeah.
A1.
I was nervous. I was going to get a worse score than him.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Because I've been
yeah.
like, my cock's better.
It was like you're getting in for your GCSE results, but a bit like.
It was.
But not
He's
in a
got an
we-
A star. I
Yeah.
need one.
Yeah.
Not in a weird way, but in a weird
Got
way.
to get into
Like-
sixth form here.
Exactly.
The worst part of
I'm
a
a woodsman.
circumcision is smelling the burning flesh off your own cock.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well, I
I've
laid
heard
there.
that with the same when you have the snip as well.
I
Yeah,
tell you
I'm
So
what,
not-
they snip it
I-
and then they solder
I
it
need
up.
to go back director? Did you sell this man? I need to know what
we
happened.
need, to,
yeah,
we need to get a resolution.
So I'm there.
Because we took a left turn down Cop
Yeah,
Shop
yeah,
Alley.
I've got a story about that as well. But like,
Right, so you're jizzing in this.
yeah, I'm jizzing in
Yep.
this. I'm putting it on the door. I'm looking at my work. Thinking,
Beautiful.
Absolute business, mate. Fucking, I'm a work.
You've done this.
Yeah. And I was carrying on, and then I was checking in with this guy. I was like, "You still want it, didn't you?" Yeah, I'm doing a good job. Sent him a photo, and he was like, "Yeah, it looks good." And
You
I'm like,
bastard.
"I'm proud of." I like, I said on our podcast, didn't I like looking at things I've made, and like just anything. I showed you my little studio I set up.
It
earlier,
was
didn't I?
great, mate, yeah.
I love looking at that photo. That's a hobby.
Bit different to jizz on a door handle.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
carry
Still
on.
got the
It is
photo.
and it isn't. Because it's just the
Well,
same.
maybe.
look.
Yeah, wait, maybe I'm looking
Yeah.
at this wrong, yeah.
See it in the Tate Modern, mate. You'll
It's
be
all-
like, you know
it's-
what?
Absolutely. I've
That's
seen
got a
weirder,
message.
yeah,
That's got a
art,
message,
yeah.
that.
Whatever you're looking at, as long as you're getting that dopamine from the same two little peepers, it's all good, isn't it? Like, yeah. So I was looking at this fucking condom full of jizz, thinking, I'm fucking mecking this, man. I crafted that, and I was like, this man wants my artwork, and I was like,
Give
what?
it to him.
I was just like this. I can fuck my job off in a minute. Like, it's great.
Did you send it him? I need to know the conclusion here. I need to know the
Pissed off,
finish,
wasn't I?
literally.
Real pissed off. He looked at it because he told me, didn't he? Wants it dirty and all this. I was like, dirty boxes. Oh, that's
Yeah.
get it more dirty.
Yeah.
Looked at it and went, ugh, that's gross. No. And I was like,
Took it too far, mate, didn't
hang
you?
on a minute. I should have got a contract signed beforehand, shouldn't I? Absolutely pissed off.
There needs to be some kind of
What
middle,
did
like
he,
you
what did he
pay.
find gross? The boxes?
No, the condom, it went really weird. Because it had been...
Because it took days.
It's not like a fine wine jizz in a condom. It's very different. Like,
It's like
You
you're
know,
getting the
What,
microwave.
what
innit?
happened to it?
well, I went a bit yellow.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I
He
tried
wanted-
to tell you this.
He wanted
like,
half a condom's worth of fresh cum.
Well, this is why when
This
you do
is not-
sperm
this is not
donations,
not
Sharpie,
Hollywood. Like,
No,
when you do
exactly, it's
sperm
hard,
donations, they
mate.
keep it in like a
Yeah,
fridge and that.
Johnny-
they keep it nice.
Yeah, they
Johnny
just keep it
actually-
yeah, I
free
didn't
door
have a
at room
fridge. I had a
temperature.
door handle of an ensuite.
Well,
Johnny kills
So
spunk.
they
doesn't it?
also, the problem I had then because he didn't want it. I was like, I've got this in my head. You could have just got it, flushed it away, whatever. But I was like, how am I going to get rid of this now without being unsuspecting? So our housemate John Pump, as we referred to in the
yeah,
Patreon,
John will pump. Yeah.
he had a bit of rubbish on the landing that he hadn't put out yet. So he had an old kebab box.
Oh my god, dude!
Jesus Christ.
And
Well, at least the jizz finally made it to a kebab.
yeah.
Like,
Can I just interject? You just reminded me. You can scroll on Twitter, AKX, these days, and you can find all sorts of debauchery because it's open. There was this woman that said, "Got my McDonald's," and she's in the car, and she goes, "I just took a bite out of it, and look at this," and she opens it up, and then there's just jizz just in there.
Just fill condom.
No, double cheeseburger.
But you know that's been set up.
It could be. It could be.
You know Sharpie's sat in the passenger seat with just
Yeah,
a really
totally.
red,
Exciting.
a
Yeah,
red
but what
raw
they
cock.
don't
Going, is
tell
that
you is,
enough
yeah.
cum
They don't
for
tell
you?
you. They asked me to make it, and then was like, "What's this?" I'm like, "No, that's been doctored. She wanted it."
You know when
Too
you
dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
I don't like it.
Oh, what do you want?
You know when you're talking about looking through your two peepers, I
Yeah.
did not like what I looked through my two peepers when she.
no.
I went,
Yeah,
oh dear.
But art isn't supposed to just make you happy, is it? It's just supposed
gotta
to
have
make you
emotion.
emotional.
Emotions.
Yeah, exactly. So really, it is
Yeah,
art.
exactly. Like, so you invoke an emotion there. So it's no one can say that jizz isn't art because it is in the art of the eye of the beholder, my friend.
Wow.
Wow.
Profound, isn't he?
He is profound. You got to give him that. Shall we?
That's 20 minutes on jizz.
Should we get Jack? Should we get Jack in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant,
Should I
yeah.
move out? Or?
Yeah, you move
Yeah,
out.
I'll move out.
You swap with me.
Yeah, go on then.
Actually, swap with Jack.
I'll swap with Jack then. Here you go, Jack.
Yeah. What are you doing?
No, because I feel
What
like
are we
Jack,
doing?
I'm fine, mate. Honestly, seriously. Jim, you sit on there.
What?
Sit
Oh,
on that chair.
all right.
It's your podcast. You sit down.
Sit on there. Jack, sit down. No, you're sitting down,
Right.
you bastard.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, it's our show.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
right,
Utopia
okay.
project.
Welcome to the Utopia Project.
Yeah.
A fun little show.
Full
where
hijacking.
We take over other people's podcasts.
Yeah. So
That was weird, wasn't it? We just looked at Dave on the computer. All of us just went, "What are you doing,
Come on, then,
Dave?"
Dave. Produce our show.
Go on.
does it feel weird sitting in another studio?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Because you said
yeah.
you guys have never guested on another podcast. You've just done your
No.
own. So we were saying like we're leading the ship, and you're just like, we've just got to follow wherever it goes, and if it's going to
Yeah.
crash into an iceberg,
We're
fuck
used
it
to that.
out,
We're
ring a
used to
bell.
that. We usually head for the icebergs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, how long have you guys been podcasting now?
too fucking long, really.
When
It's
did you
We
start?
started about 5 years ago, wasn't it? 5 years ago.
I don't
Four,
fucking
four,
know.
five.
Was it
4 or
all,
5.
all three of you?
So it's me and Jack
No.
and another guy, Matt, to start with.
yeah.
He basically couldn't commit to it, so he left.
Yeah.
And then, but we used to do it like we'd sit and do a weekend, wouldn't we? And then record like 10 episodes, put it
Yeah.
out. And it was more just like to see what happens.
Yeah.
And it's only like probably a year ago we kind of.
Getting consistent with it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And when did you meet Sharpie? How did you meet Sharpie?
Well, we were talking to Dave about this on the way here. He held a sign for a skate shop on the high street. And I'm like, you're that guy.
Among other jobs that you've
I've
had.
had every job.
I've done more or less.
So
every
your job for a
on-
while was to stand about.
Stand about. I've done psychiatric wards. I've worked in bars. I've sold clothes. I've done I've done jizzing.
You was a maintenance man at the Hilton at one point.
Yeah,
He'd never done any DIY in his fucking life.
I used to turn up when they go,
Handy
"That's
with a
broke
tool."
that," and they go, "Oh, you need to get a man in." Anyway, seen a bit that'd be it, you know. But
Well, you became the son that I never wanted. didn't
Yeah,
you?
we-
quite
I-
quickly. He was like, "You're like a father figure that I can maybe get some advice from."
That's
And
nice.
then you just moved into and started living in my understairs cupboard.
yeah,
Well, it's
like
an
Harry,
understairs
like Harry
toilet.
Potter.
Yeah, it was a toilet. So he just never went home. He came round for a house party.
Oh, hold on, you lived in his toilet.
yeah.
yeah.
Slept there.
About a year,
You
wasn't
used
it?
to pack me up in there,
Yeah.
didn't you?
So he used to
Yeah.
often he would collapse in there, either by diabetes or the drink. And
Yeah.
and it would be like a fold away bed. I'd just like tip his legs up and shut the door.
Yeah,
And
you
say,
got
"See you in the morning,
loads of those
Sharpie." And he'd be like, "Yeah, all right, mate."
Yeah, 'cause we spent like my early 20s and stuff. Like we'd Friday, Saturday, Sunday, wouldn't it? It'd be out drinking. get
Yeah.
wrecked, because I was doing a personal training apprenticeship at a gym. that was over
Another job.
yeah.
So you were a personal trainer for
Yeah,
a time
yeah.
as well, yeah.
I nearly became a Reiki man as well.
Yeah.
But
Reiki, man.
You got into
Reiki healing.
yeah.
Oh,
I
we've
got,
talked about that in this podcast. Debunked.
have you?
Yeah.
I got the instruction manuals, and I think I got into it because it was during lockdown, because it was all spirituality, and I thought
Yeah.
I was living on my own, and I just wanted to talk to a ghost for some fun.
you wanted a friend, didn't you?
Yeah, I
It's
was
either
like,
that or a mental breakdown, boy, isn't it?
yeah,
It
it's
turns
both.
out he just had both.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Turns
yeah.
out even the ghosts weren't interested.
Even the ghosts were going, "You're weird, mate." Yeah.
That's why they didn't fucking talk to me.
Even the dead was like, nah, you're all right.
Yeah, anyway.
It's
but
bad when a ghost doesn't
Hey,
want
but
to
he's
get
got a
involved
nice,
in a Ouija
that's a
board.
nice suit though, mate.
It is.
He's dressed
was-
like a sofa, isn't he?
Is basically I wanted
gorgeous.
to thank you. I wanted to see how far I could get of going to work in my pajamas, and when I tried it on, I was like, these are just fucking joggers. These, so I was like, sound like let's
Just
go.
joggers, are they?
Yeah.
How much you pay for joggers?
Go on, tell him.
Well,
With discount.
Jim, what do you reckon?
With discount or without? Is this from your
Full price.
Is this
so
from your
is-
workplace?
No, so this isn't my workplace. My
It's a man
my-
who sells suits.
same gentleman that owns the shop has opened up a higher end shop. And,
Right.
Because it's in basically we've moved down to a different shop, and he still has a lease on it, so he wants to, use it. So he got some nice brands in.
Right.
So basically, all the bullshit of that sentence means
A lot.
yeah, from a shop. How much?
In the hundreds for the full suit or just the trousers?
Jacket and trousers.
Jacket and
yeah.
trousers, $550.
Fucking bang on. Look at that.
$550.
You're a
was
Reiki
it?
man,
Yeah.
you are.
Was it
You fucking
$550?
legend. Yeah, it's
Fucking
$550.
Darren Brown over there.
Yeah.
I thought he looked familiar.
Mate,
$550.
$550, man.
Yeah.
It does look like a good quality suit, to be fair.
It is.
It looks like my cushions.
Yeah.
I reckon I probably pay $350 for it. Do you
Yeah.
get? Could you haggle?
£3.50.
Can you haggle with him?
I get my discount for working there, which
Yeah.
is considerable, to
Yeah.
be fair, for
Yeah.
what it is. It's still a lot, but
Yeah.
like,
I'd pay 20 quid from B&M.
That's 5 condoms worth, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, it could have
Five
been.
and a half
It
condoms
fucking
worth.
could- that would have been, what's that, half a condom, so what's that, 2.5 condoms full of jizz?
Why don't you
Yeah.
get a load of sandwich bags and make a suit out of jizz?
I don't want to wear that.
It's always there, isn't it? Ready.
Yeah.
Why?
Fill the sandwich bags, heat shrink them short.
Listen, I will.
Stitch
I'm
them
a,
all
sup-
together.
Art, bro.
I'm a supply and demand man, but I don't mean I'm
I'm demanding a jizz suit. You can supply it.
Yeah, there was a
Right.
few people.
So how many people in total asked you for jizz on that website?
4 people.
4 people. Okay.
I come off after that because I was making no money.
400 quid.
You went on there to go to fancy shagging parties, but all he said to me, because I've been on there for I want to get to like the shagging parties, and all that's
Yeah.
on there is mingers and blokes.
Yeah.
And that's the only ones
Yeah.
that want to shag me. And
I
I'm
know
like,
there was nothing fab about it. It was just swinging. Like,
Just
Unfab.
swingers.
I'm sorry
Unfab
to you got
swingers.
people on it, but you weren't. Some of you aren't good. Like
Yeah.
you know, like,
It's like those adverts, isn't it, that pop up when you're on porn, or if you're trying to illegally download anything. Hey, hot grannies in your area want to meet you. They never,
No.
they've never
Yeah,
wanted
they've
to
never
They
meet
fit,
never
you.
want
have
to
they?
meet you.
they never want to meet you, and they're never that hot.
No.
No, they're not
I'll
at all.
beg to differ on that one.
They're not on fab swingers anyway. But,
No, it's all
but
right.
yeah, like that. Yeah, that died a death quickly because it was. Yeah, it turns out whether you're a swinger or a fab swinger and whatnot, you're also a load of liars and you don't follow through on verbal contracts.
Yeah.
So
I'm
fucking-
coming for
And
you.
and that's
Yeah.
coming from a Reiki
Mr. Fab.
healer. That's coming from a personal trainer. That's
Yeah,
coming from
yeah.
a man
getting
who'll
all of
show
our
you a suit.
personalities and we're ganging up on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
So
but
you
yeah.
met him holding a sign for a skateboard park.
Yeah.
You wanted
you
to be
became
my
in
friend.
a weird, like, this is going to sound like a fucking dick swinging business move. I bought the skate shop.
Right. Okay.
Like-
Okay. What? Like that day?
Yeah. and he
You were like,
wasn't
I like the
included.
cut of your
Yeah,
gym.
he wasn't included in the end. I got everything else from there.
You didn't
but-
realise, but the sketch owner said you have
Yeah.
to go with him now.
But
And I was
then,
like, all right,
yeah,
then.
to be fair, you did move into my toilet not long after I
So
bought the skate
how
shop.
long ago was this?
This must be over 10
7
years ago now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
About a decade,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then ever since then, mainly me and Sharpie. Like, obviously,
Well-
Jack's my brother, but like,
Yeah. So
you
you.
come to see
We're friends
me.
by proxy. aren't
Yeah,
we?
you're friends
Yeah.
by family and proxy.
You
So you two
yeah.
have known each other your whole lives, obviously. And
Yeah.
then you met Sharpie 10 years ago holding a skateboard inside.
yeah.
And when did he come into the podcast equation for Utopia
So
Project?
it was because me and you just go on adventures a lot, don't we?
Yeah, well, that's another reason because I was at uni in Norwich and I was, it's before I knew of you, didn't you?
We
But-
was talking about Paris Gate the other day.
yeah. But you said you was going to come up and see me. You wanted
Yeah.
a new friend, and I was like, yeah, you can come see me.
Yes.
And we ended up on a
that
night
was the
out,
first
didn't we?
breakdown that I helped you through.
Did I have a breakdown?
Well, your house looked like you had.
Oh,
All your pots were in the bath.
I had to bath them all. Yeah, there's still pots there to this day, I think, because I put some outside, and it was probably about a couple of years ago. So I
Right.
said, "Are these yours?"
I had to have an all-night bender, like, with you.
Right.
Because I couldn't bear to go to sleep in his house.
Because he had pots in his bath.
It was vile.
Why were
There
you?
was- it
Why were you
didn't have a
bathing?
door.
Why were you bathing your pots?
Just because I'm nice like that. I was just like,
Did you feel like
Yeah.
they needed bathing, or was it just?
They needed baby because at the time, okay, I'm very different now. I'm a man, but when I was a boy,
I'm a man.
I didn't care about no cleanliness and that.
I'm a man
So-
of many
yeah.
sinks.
And I left things for ages, and also I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like my housemates would put all my pots outside my door, and I'd be like, "It's all right. I'm taller than that." I just step
Put
over.
them in the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just
So now you have
step
to
over
look
it.
at them in the bath.
And
They're
And then at
green
one
with
point they
mold.
were like, "Look, you need to fucking leave or wash these." And I realised there was too many pots for the kitchen. I
Yeah.
didn't want to touch anything, so I got some of these gloves and I put them all in the bath, and I found you can just bath things like a baby. And mold comes off
That-
it in a similar way.
It
Right.
just makes me think of all
A
the
bath
real-
is just a big sink, isn't
So,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you were leaving them to soak, but in a bath because there were so many of them. They
Forever.
literally couldn't.
Yeah. To be fair, this was a house that I'd got, like a student house.
Yeah.
And the bathroom was one of those bathrooms where you could have a piss in it stood up. You won't want to touch nothing else anyway.
Yeah.
Like, because it was just.
Ming.
It was suspect. It was real fucking suspect. I was like, I don't want to go bathing there. I'll come out dirty or with like AIDS.
Mate, student houses are there's a weird fucking like
Yeah.
there seems to be like a weird loophole where they can just be shitholes, damp infested, germy shitholes.
They can hold
and
the price on it and go.
and
yeah,
they charge
yeah.
750 quid a week, and
Yeah.
and you can't say no.
No.
But then you can just live in a normal house and pay less than that. Just
Yeah.
well, you could
But
until more recently.
I guess like I was when I was a boy, a student, and
Yeah.
I didn't notice dirt and I didn't give a fuck. Maybe it's because students don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
couldn't do that now. I'm
No.
a princess
No.
now.
Yeah.
I need nice fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Man's wearing a
going on.
£550 suit. He's
yeah,
not fucking about
I
these days,
I'm
mate.
a man about
He's
nice.
not bathing his pots these days,
I'm not
man.
bathing my pots, man. I'm bathing me fucking jizzy dick. That's what I'm doing.
My jizzy dick.
Bathing my
Yeah,
jizzy
so,
dick.
that was when we first properly became friends.
Yeah,
Because we went out on the piss in Norwich,
Yeah.
and then one thing led to another. It got to like 7 in the morning.
Because
8 in the morning.
It's weird because it was a bit of a bog standard boring night. Because you thought you come down, and it was like it's Norwich, let's fucking have it.
Let's
and
go.
Then it,
It
was
was just
pretty
a bit
quiet,
meh.
yeah. And then it changed, didn't it?
Yeah, so it got to like 7 because I was like, I'm not sleeping here. I can't
Hmm.
sleep here, so I need to find something to do until I go home. Got to 7 in the morning and was outside your house, weren't we? And I said, what should we do today? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, literally, we can do anything we want. We're adults.
You said,
And I
I've just
went-
had a rebate.
I've just had a tax rebate of like $2,000. And I was like, it
nice.
just sat in the bank. And I just went, we could just go to Paris or something silly. And he went,
Go on, then.
yeah, let's do it. And I was like,
There was a little bit of back and forth of don't. He was like,
Yeah,
don't give me that
so
look. And I was like,
oh.
I'll give you that fucking look right now.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
daddy.
ready.
And I said, right.
I'll be your little
I said,
girl.
right, yeah. All right, let's go to Paris. We can have a look. And he's like, I've got to be at work tomorrow. And I was like, we'll get back
I
in
went
time.
to
It's fine.
Superdry at the time in Norwich in the Chapel Fields, if anyone knows it.
Shout out to Chapel Fields Super Dry.
Yeah.
Too right.
What's
So-
the main road in Norwich called? The awful one that goes with all the bars on it.
The big one.
Is it Prinny
It's
something?
Awful Road, Norwich, isn't it?
Awful Road, Norwich. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Awful Road, Norwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess something street? No.
I think it's Princess something street.
I don't know.
Princess
I
something
don't know.
awful.
I went,
Princess Awful Road,
I
Norwich.
went
Yeah,
there
yeah,
for
yeah.
24 hours and that was it.
Yeah, cool.
Um,
And then you went to Paris.
Yeah, well,
Well,
it's the best story
About
that never happened because so
we concocted a plan and a reason, and we convinced ourselves
Yeah.
why it'd be good because you was like, right, I'm fucking, because you was gonna.
I said right. The plan is right. I've got on the laptop and we can sort it. So
I'm Jay-Z. You're Kanye West. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I was like, right, I'll get the missus to drive. No, we'll go from here to whatever, then to Calais, then over to Paris. I said
Did you have kids at this point?
Nah,
no,
fuck.
no, pre-kids, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool.
and then
grab me.
so it was you.
Yeah.
And then it was like we get to Paris, we see a baguette or we have a croissant, we see a mime, we got the Eiffel Tower, find some garlic, and then we come back.
Yeah.
Like, do all
Because-
the French things,
Yeah.
and then
we had to do it quick. It was on a very tight schedule. Where
Yes,
we had to, it was
yeah.
like, well, we can do all this now.
Move
We have
fast.
to leave within 4 minutes to make it possible because I rang work up, and they were like, all right, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go Paris, and then. I can't remember what exactly happened. We walked into town, didn't
Yeah,
we?
and
I
you
was
went
like, I'm just
in.
going to go see him. I'm going to go see it. Was pissed out our heads. Like, wait
Yeah,
for someone to
because
turn
weirdly on the phone they said,
Yeah.
you're fucking wrecked. You better be
Yeah.
at work
up. Yeah,
tomorrow.
but I'm a man of action.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, we're going to go in. And then I went in and was like, look, I need the day off, mate. I've got better things to do than this shit. And then they were
got
like,
Paris to do.
yeah. And they were like, no, look, you can't have it off. And then I was just like, kind of like a grumpy teenager. I was like, fine, I'll do it anyway. And I'll be back in time for work.
And I was like, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
And then we was going, weren't we? Like I was like
Yeah.
booking the flights.
Yeah.
And his housemate goes, have you got your passport? And I was like, oh shit, yeah, Paris is like a different country. Didn't have a passport.
Oh,
so I said,
God.
right, what I'll do is I'll ring the missus. This is like about half.
I like the way as well though that the housemate, rather than being any kind of voice of reason, they've just gone, have you got your passport?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why you can't go.
Yeah.
That's the
Make
only
sure-
reason you
Make
can't
sure
go.
you've got the essentials.
Yeah.
Hang on, voice of reason or window of opportunity.
Yeah.
Rather than saying, stop that, you're both fucking idiots. They've just gone,
Where
got
are
your
you in?
passport?
Where are you in this equation?
I
Jack?
was not involved.
Yeah. What were you?
Not
What
at
were you
all.
doing around this time? Were you just?
Do you know what I was doing? Something sensible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't have a story to say on a podcast.
That's why he sat quietly in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so I said to you, didn't I? I said, right, I'm going to ring the missus. I said, right, I tell you now, this is we're going to listen to the universe. I will try to ring her 3 times. If she answers, it's a sign that we can go.
Yeah.
If not, it's off.
Right.
I rang her. She answered the first time, and I went, she's fucking picked up. And he's like, yes. And we're like this. And I said, babe, right, get up, get your passport, get my passport, drive over to Norwich now.
We've got to flee the country.
We're going to we're going to Paris, and she's like, really, fucking yeah, cool. It dawned on me after she'd got that and headed from Lincoln to Norwich, which is like a 2-hour drive. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Far. Yeah.
Dawned on me that hold on a minute, I've just called my missus of 10 years or so
Yeah.
out of the blue in the morning and said, right, surprise. Get your passport.
We're going
We're off to the
Paris.
City Le Romance.
Yeah.
City
The
of
most
Romance.
romantic city in the world. Yeah.
You know, her favourite films like
Did-
Moulin Rouge
Yeah.
and all this, and I was like, oh, I've made an error here.
And we're taking our son with us.
She didn't know that he was coming.
Yeah, he didn't tell her about
So
that.
she
didn't
could,
know
she had
about
this
me at that
banged
point.
up. She had this banged up old Ford KA, like the
Yeah.
old school one. She comes trundling down the road. By this, I've had a couple more beers by now, so I'm out the front sipping a beer. he's got his top off booking travel insurance because he goes, I can't travel like without insurance. I'm diabetic. I can't take that risk.
I was going to be sensible.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That
right.
was that the moment you transitioned from boy into a man? Because that's quite a man
I
decision.
think so,
I
because you don't book insurance when you're a kid. I was like, I'm a man. I'm booking insurance. It cost me £3.14 for the day.
Worth it.
That was the only thing of this trip that got paid for.
Right.
So she comes and she winds the window down. She's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I was
Are you ready to
topless at
go?
this point as
He's
well.
got no
Yeah.
top on in the middle of the street on a MacBook.
You don't
Just like-
actually need to top to buy insurance. They
No,
don't-
that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a law.
They
Not a
don't.
law.
They don't check that
No.
as well.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're drunk, aren't you?" And her face changed, and just the realization.
She didn't realise on the phone that you were pissed.
No, she thought
Oh.
I'd obviously planned a romantic surprise proposal in
Oh.
Paris.
Planned a romantic surprise proposal with the kickoff of pick me up from Norwich and
Oh.
we'll get off.
Yeah.
I can confirm she was mad.
Oh.
It was real mad. I was like, no, you don't understand here. We've planned it out. We have to leave. And it was like 6 minutes or 7 minutes. I was like, right, you're going to drive to Dover or whatever it was. I said, I'll get my head down and I'll sober up. Don't worry about that. I said, we'll get on the fucking tunnel. We're there. And then from Calais to Paris, I'll drive because I'll be sober by then. It's fine. And
This,
Yeah, 'cause,
all
you know,
sounds,
after-
this sounds
after a
like
f-
bag maths to
After
me.
a
But
full
yeah,
night drinking, he can get right in 2 hours, can't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
Bit of
fuck,
bag, be
easy,
right back. Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. Stripes, yeah.
Get to Paris, nom, come back home.
Have a coffee
We said, but we can't just go straight home because we've got to drop him off at Superdry on the way back.
in Norwich.
Yeah,
yeah,
on
yeah.
Sunday morning. Like, it's
Just a
fine.
2-hour diversion.
We
Norwich, where we
can
live.
do it.
The maths was fucking mint.
We're
It
doing
was
it.
It was-
on
yeah.
it. It
I'd
was
got the
there.
whiteboard marker on your
The
window
prob-
and
yeah,
everything.
The problem was with your
Was her?
listeners.
She was a
the
miserable
pro-
bitch,
of
man.
course, I don't want to be horrible, but she was a problem.
She was a
Like,
she was a
It's
problem.
a fact. There's a phrase I like, and it's listen to understand, don't listen to respond.
Yeah.
Just because she was fuming, just because she was fuming that she had to drive 3 hours at 7 a.m. to not go to Paris, she was then too angry to understand that this was a feasible plan.
Yeah, and also
Right.
you've come all this way. May as well go Paris now.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you've come to Norwich for no reason.
We
Yeah.
started a
And what she
Snapchat
ended up
story,
with,
didn't
the
we?
ungrateful bitch, was, and she was still mad about that. She had to walk for 20 minutes into town, into Norwich, to have a Macca's.
Yeah, we changed.
And
the
then you fell
plan,
asleep
yeah.
in the town square.
Yeah, so we
On the
deci-
floor.
Yeah, we compromised with Paris and went McDonald's in town. Which, to be fair, there's a difference here from what she says was sensible and what was achievable.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that was achievable. Was it sensible? Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
Because we went to Mackey's and I fell asleep in the town square.
You did, yeah.
Because
It
I
caught
was
up with you,
like-
mate, didn't it?
But this is why I don't drive. I was meant to be driven.
Yeah, that's it. Passenger, not
He's a
pilot.
man in a
Driven.
£550 suit. He was made to be driven,
Exactly.
mate.
It's not meant to sit with pedals and
No,
shit.
Yeah.
no,
It's
no,
meant
not
to
at
sleep
all.
in
That was a horrible drive home.
Yeah, so our
And then
Snapchat story that we started of you
Yeah,
getting
I
all these
was
things,
like-
it was like 3 Snapchats. It was like looking at rings, and then it was, getting ready. We're going to Paris.
And then
I
you
don't
were
know if
asleep.
he's conscious.
I'm on my way home now.
yeah. And I did get to work as well.
You
so-
did.
Oh, mate,
You
fair,
made it, yeah.
fair play. And
Um,
how did they react to your actions the day before?
They thought I was funny.
Yeah.
Like,
There's like, wow, Paris has changed.
yeah.
Wow, how was
Yeah.
Paris? Oh, great.
Slide. I said, yeah,
All right, mate.
it's still there.
Yeah.
check it still
City
there.
of love. City of
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, and that was when we first bonded, wasn't it?
Yeah, I do
And-
think we should probably make that trip happen at some point.
Mm.
We should get tattoos as well. We'll always have Paris. ...
Mm.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
You'll always
Let's
have
do
On
that.
the bottom of your back.
Yeah, and then, I mean, to be fair, a lot of our
Oh,
friendship...
Paris slag tags. Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up until, like, you've joined in the podcast, our friendship has just basically been me and you pissing off my missus.
There was
How's your relationship
yeah.
with her today? I was going to ask how.
She's like the mum in it for a
She
year.
just she often gets drunk and goes, "I fucking hate you."
Yeah. Yeah.
She said that at your wedding.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, "Why? That
Like
makes-
meant it as well with a look in her eyes.
It's hard to know, but
it's
she
like-
seemed at cross.
It's like at some point you always think like you hate your kids, but
Yeah.
like you don't. but you
Yeah.
but you really do.
It's probably
Yeah.
because she.
It's a
yeah.
situation of I love you, I just don't like you.
It might
Yeah.
be more because she hates me and I'm a kid, but also I'm not. But she still cannot fucking get rid of me.
No.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
so many of like your missus's friends and stuff say,
Like herpes.
"I've just got to put up with you, but you won't leave because you're part of this friendship group." I'm like, yeah, again on the CV, determined.
genital war.
Yeah.
Of the
I am,
friendship group.
but
Consistent,
again,
mate, aren't you?
HPV, baby.
it just depends on how you look at genital warts because. It's,
What?
yeah, you could say it's abstract, but I don't know, tomato, and all that shit.
I wouldn't change you for nothing.
no,
No,
I
no,
don't-
no.
me either. I
By the
don't-
time we egged the inside of my kitchen,
Yeah,
my missus loved it. We walked in after being pissed up. There's eggs in the fridge. What are you going to do with them? You're going to throw them at your own kitchen.
Yeah.
Smash the place to bits.
Right.
And she was like, that's sick. And then
It's
she went,
liberating,
gives a go. And I was like, I'm really sorry, but we've run out of eggs. And she's like, look at what you've fucking done to our house. And then
Yeah.
she threw the
error.
clothes horse at me.
That
and then went to bed.
That clothes horse spent more time in the air than on the floor, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't error, I guess.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, it's fucking comedy for you.
It got thrown. How it was still standing at the end of your tenancy, I'll never know.
It was in bed.
Fucking mad
Yeah.
shit in your house. Like we get back.
Really
like,
shit,
Like,
man.
I remember also bringing home a leaf. I looked after it all the way.
You
Walk
did?
home. Yeah.
a leaf.
Yeah, just a leaf. I
Yeah.
was like, this
Right.
leaf. And we did that with a baby bird
Oh,
as well.
no, right.
He did it with the baby
Wait,
bird.
hold on.
bird.
Two different levels of
He did it with the
responsibility.
baby
Yeah.
bird, and then the next morning thought, I'm going to set you free, and just lobbed it at a fence.
No, I didn't lock
He
it at a
smashed
fence.
it to bits
I was
on
like,
a
I thought I
fence.
was in
The
Hollywood.
bird?
I thought it was in
Yeah.
So basically, we was walking back from a night out, pissed up, and with the fucking van come past, and this baby bird, bang, smash, and it's on the floor. That bang was the sound effect.
Not
But
alive.
it's,
Yeah,
uh,
oh, it's
it was
convincing.
unalive.
Yeah. It was there. And it was all like, I'm fucked up. So I was like, right, I'll go get the baby bird, and then we got it.
I carried it, didn't I, all the
Yeah.
way. We took it to
My God.
Mackey's,
Yeah.
obviously, because you got to.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, it had a bit of sausage and a cap of
Also-
Fanta.
baby
and then-
bird,
What?
3 a.m, proper chip magnet. The
It
amount of
was,
girls.
yeah, it was. Yeah. We could have pulled, man.
Yeah,
If
Was
for
it,
that
it
bird.
wasn't alive.
No,
it was just
it
struggling.
It was
you know what I mean?
definitely it needed
Oh.
probably to be in an ICU, but it was alive. like it was there.
It
You
was
to
just-
be
it
needs
was
to be an
just
ICU, but
really-
you
yeah.
took it to a Mackey's.
Yeah.
no,
to
fair.
begin with.
To
Like,
begin with.
Mackey's is an intensive care unit.
Yeah, Mackey's
for
was
baby
like
birds.
first responders, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen Chunk
St.
in some
John's
real
ambulance.
bad ways, and Mackey's has brought him back from the dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's a good point.
Ja will bring you Mackey's.
2 Big Macs, you're good.
Yeah.
innit?
Good to go.
We took this bird though, didn't you? So I got you to
Yeah.
carry it.
Put it in a
And-
shoebox when we got home. It was a
All
long
the way.
walk as well, because I was like, when you got, I don't want to start on it.
Yeah.
So I've got to hold it steady and like do suspension with my arms.
What
and
did you get for it? You made it a house.
I made him
didn't
a
you?
little house out of shoebox and that, give it some water and all that. It was like, right, Sharpie, we'll go to bed and then we'll nurse this bird. Like this is
Yeah.
going to be our project. This is our baby. Got up in the morning and it was like fixed, and we was like, fuck me. We've
Yeah.
sorted it, and it was in the box. It was like, fucking let me fly, bro. We was like, we fixed it. I was like, Sharpie, let him free. He'd get him. He was like, what do you do? I was like, just throw him up. Just throw him up.
Oh, my
Let
God.
him get some, like, get his wings going, and then off he'll go. Like, release the bird.
I can
Fucking
just I
Fitz-
feel like
Fitzpatrick
No, what he
veterinaries over
did
here.
was he did the first fucking, like, what do you call it? The bowl at the fucking baseball. Bang! Straight against a 6-foot wooden fence.
Pitched it.
Killed it. Smashed it to fucking bits. And I was like, well,
No,
that's
it-
wasted our
no,
time.
it did.
Oh.
There was a moment where, like, I felt like I'd seen the scenario from.
My
I felt like I
God.
had an out of body experience with this bird, and then it went slow motion, and it glided. It did glide, and for a minute I was like, "There's going to be
he's going to
this is
go
a
here.
film."
He's going to go here.
And I think it probably wanted to kill itself, but it just,
It did.
the fence was here, and it was just like that, and it just went fuck off, and just hit the fence, fucking dive bombed, and then I lost interest, and then that was it. To be
Oh,
honest
yeah.
with you,
God.
I was like, that's had them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So was that with your house? There was
Yeah.
a fucking time that we squirted loads of honey and that. You wrote an "I love you" message in jam on the table.
Yeah. Again, Mrs. wasn't happy about that. I was like, it's art, bro.
yeah.
You
Like-
guys are still together though, right?
Yeah.
So-
18 years.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
was the
Tragedy
glue.
plus
You
time
was the
equals
glue.
long
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was chucking muck up her and getting 2 kids, really. She's stuck now.
Chucking,
Gross, isn't it?
chucking muck.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Well, this is Lincolnshire podcasting, baby.
Yeah.
This is the proper shit right
Nitty-gritty,
here.
innit? Yeah.
Chucking
Yeah.
you muck, mate.
Yeah.
Yes,
got-
my heart.
We've
Well,
got loads of
Schmidt.
stories, don't we?
Speaking of chucking muck, though, I was wondering if because I know that you're a man who masturbates quite a lot.
Do you know what it was? Not
I've been
something-
writing a lot of erotic fiction.
Have you now?
Yeah.
Cool.
But as it's Halloween, I was going to do this on the Patreon special, but I just wondered if I could read you some of my erotic fiction.
Yeah.
We've got this character called Christian Vale.
I've seen a couple of
Yeah,
these.
so Christian Vale's story so far has been quite interesting because he's a businessman, but he gets his kicks by dressing up in other people's skin. So he pretends to be a traffic warden. He tracked down an autistic man with ADHD called David Vaughan in Lincoln. He followed him around coffee shops. He did all sorts. Last saw him, he's dead.
Oh.
So Christian Vale's dead.
Do you want
So-
to come on camera to read this?
Well, I'm already on camera, I think, 'cause I've
Oh,
seen
yeah?
him doing some business
Yeah.
over
Oh,
here,
okay,
you
cool.
see. Right.
Big producer, man.
Erotic CEOs. This is chapter, 12 maybe.
We're in. We're listening.
The graveyard was dark and cold, and the wind whistled around the gravestones. A fat black cat sat on a mound of earth covered in freshly growing grass and flowers. The dark, impressive marble stone, taller and more erect than any other headstone, its new gold writing shimmering in the dark. Here lies Christian Vale, a father, a lover, a passionate man, and a fucking good business lad.
Multi-skilled.
The cat purred as it stared at the moon. It broke through the clouds and shone on the gold lettering. A faint rumbling sound and scratching filled the graveyard. The cat shit itself in fear as the ground beneath its feet cracked and broke, earth crumbling and 6 feet down to a rich mahogany coffin. The lid cracked open to reveal a man in a full breathing apparatus, smiling, laughing with a thick, solid erection. Christian Vale was back from the dead.
Shit.
Yeah! See this? As he peeled off his high-tech breathing apparatus. Yes! A fresh start. Nobody forcing him to pay childcare. A mobile phone rang in his Gucci suit pocket. Could be 550 quid, that. Vale, he answered briefly and curtly. So it worked. A Russian voice fluttered down the line.
No,
It worked perfectly, Vectra. Then I want you. I want your hard, stiff wood in my reconstructed Russian snitch house. Grab your pork for me and declare its relevance. Oh, Vectra, you hot bitch. I'm full to the brim. Fire your bechamel sauce all over your gravestone and declare your allegiance to Putin. Christian joked his veiny ding-dong and exclaimed in delight, "Oh, folk! Putin, you are my overlord!" Christian slumped down into his own coffin. The church door opened and a 6'5" Russian woman appeared in a slutty priestess outfit covered in blood. She picked up Christian, lifted him over her own shoulders, and smothered his face into her gigantic chest hams. Happy Halloween, my love. Happy Halloween.
Oh, I worked out in the end.
Yeah. yeah. Just-
Wow.
What was his
Seems like way
original
worse.
death? Just for a bit more backstory.
Do you know what? I can't quite remember. How did he die, Dave?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it was a few episodes ago now.
Yeah.
I can't remember how he died. I mean, it
Yeah.
might be because we got faced with legal action.
Right,
But he's back
yeah.
from the dead now.
Yeah.
Legal action resolved.
That's
it's all good.
Yeah.
Honestly,
so yeah.
this whole character was based around a person that I didn't even meet that I thought might be stalking me, which was a parking attendant. And
So I wrote a work of erotic fiction. And then
I
worked
didn't
it all
even
in.
know this one about. He had to tell me. He was like, that's about the guy. That I was like, oh shit! Like about 5 episodes into this, I was like, oh, I didn't pick this up whatsoever.
Dave mentioned that he bumped into a parking attendant in a coffee shop, and I was like, "Oh, yeah," and he was like, "Yeah, I'll have to see how that one plays out," and then it never played out
Right.
because he was like, "I never saw him again." So I was
because
like,
he
"I'll
was
write it
odd.
in."
He was
Yeah.
odd looking at me and weird and shit. And it was just an off, like it was a non-story on a podcast, which Jim now has enveloped into this character.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know for like 5 episodes in, because you do know that's what I'm getting at. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even fucking know.
Yeah.
It's well written, that.
So
Yeah, well,
Well-
what fucking 50 Shades of Grey was written from Twilight, wasn't it?
There you go.
Fan fiction, mate.
Yeah, there you go. So
we are going to have to wrap it up, Jim, because you are on a fucking
Sorry, we
schedule.
took over that,
Well,
haven't we? Sorry.
No, it was lovely having you on, boys.
Interesting.
That's
And
probably one of my favourite podcasts we've done.
Poor,
thank you.
poor Jack, just in the corner, just had to listen to the Palace
Jack's fine
story.
with it. Jack's fine.
Yeah,
You're lucky. You've
4 hours in the karaoke bar with junk. I'm used to it.
If you didn't hear that because it was off mic, he spent 4 hours in the karaoke bar with Chunk. He's used to it.
Yeah.
Right, we'll let you say your goodbyes, guys, and tell everyone where they can find you so they can check out your podcast.
Go on, Jack. You do it. You do that bit, mate.
Oh, you can find us on Utopia Project Pod on all platforms, really, innit?
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube, etc., etc.
TikTok on that.
Oh, we got
Got
Patreon,
Patreon
as well.
as
Go
well.
sign up to that. We got some £4 as well.
Utopia Project
Utopia Project.
Pod.
Yeah,
Pod, innit?
pretty much everywhere. UtopiaProjectPod.com.
Yeah.
Or .co .uk.
Come for a laugh. Keep
You'll
supporting
find it.
these guys because they're fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
You too, guys.
100%.
Thank you very much for having
Yeah.
being on our podcast, and we'll circle back next week. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Love you. Bye.